Okay, this is like so strange because this is like my first video where I'm like sitting down and speaking to a camera, and it's not something like aesthetic. Like, it's a sit down talking video. Like, who do I think I am? If you hear like a fan in the back, it's because there's a fan in the back. I live in New York City. I don't have AC right now, so that has to be on or I'm gonna like die. And if there's like some things that go wrong, I don't know. I'm recording on my iPhone. I don't have proper filming equipment, but I've been getting a lot of DMs on my TikTok and my Instagram, enough so now that I feel like I need to make like a full YouTube video. Like, it can't just be like on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. People are asking me about my diet, my workout routine, my lifestyle, my fitness, and I'm gonna try to cover everything in this video, but there is like a lot of questions and there are definitely things I'm gonna forget. So if I do forget something and you want to know, I look at and respond to all the comments on my YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So comment down below if I missed something that you want answered, or you can DM me on Instagram or TikTok. Like, I usually answer all of my DMs. I do just want to start out by saying that I am still very much figuring all of this shit out myself. I'm actually going through a lot of health issues right now, mental and physical, and so I just want to be like transparent about that. I don't think it's fair to be like, do this, this, and this is what I do, and you should do this, and have me like influence you in a way when I'm going through my own shit and also still figuring it out. I think fitness and wellness and healthy living is like a long-term thing. Your life is constantly ebbing and flowing, and you're constantly going through different phases of life, so naturally your ways of living and your health and wellness routines and your gym routine and fitness routine and diet is going to change along with those ebbs and flows. So I don't think it's ever linear, your health and wellness journey. So this is what it's like for me right now, and like literally it changes day to day, week to week, because I am really trying to figure out what is the best routine for me. That's something that's very important to me in my life right now. Stability, balance, feeling good in my body, mentally, physically, is like crucial for me right now. Anyway, I'm basically just saying that I'm still figuring it out. I think everyone is figuring it out. In my routine right now, I think I do have to switch up because there are some things that aren't working for me, and I will try to be transparent about that and why they're not working for me. Your fitness routine and your diet, it's not just about like looking good, it's feeling good in your body, and that's something that I'm trying to be okay with and be comfortable with. But to be so honest, at this point in my life, looking good is more of a priority to me than feeling good. And that needs to change, and I'm aware of that. And so I just want to be transparent about that I don't necessarily have the healthiest mindset around these kinds of things. So I don't want to promote all these things that I do while they don't feel the healthiest for me. Like, I don't want to promote anything unhealthy, obviously. So I'll be transparent about what isn't working for me, what definitely is, non-negotiables, all that kind of stuff. If I'm looking here, it's because I have like a whole list of things going. I'll just start off with the most basic thing, which is my workout routine and my split. So I'm actually in the process of switching up my split. I'm someone that like needs to switch it up from time to time, or else I get bored of the gym or I get tired of it and I end up not liking it, and it's a shame because I love the gym. So I do tend to like switch it up, whether it's like doing different machines before I do others, or splitting up my days in different ways. Right now I do a back and bi day, glutes and hamstrings day. I do a quads and calves day, chest, shoulders, tris, abs and cardio, like a hot Pilates or hot yoga class day, and a running day. So I like to, I guess you could say, hybrid train. Some days I'll combine the two. I'll do Pilates and a lift in the same day, or I'll run and lift in the same day. But I do generally like to split it up in that way. I am working out every day, and I understand that your body does need a rest day, but I take active rest days, which are like my hot Pilates, hot yoga. For me, my body needs to move in a day, and I actually, taking hot yoga, taking hot Pilates, and trying new classes and new studios around New York City is like a hobby of mine. Like, I genuinely love to do that, and figuring out which ones I like the best, which ones I don't really like. I love doing that. So that's fun for me, and I enjoy that. Some weeks, if I'm really feeling it, like, I'll just do like a long walk, but usually I'm working out in some way every single day. And some days, instead of hot Pilates or hot yoga, if I don't feel like paying for it that week, I'll throw in an extra leg day because I am trying to grow my quads and my glutes, because those are the slowest things to grow on my body personally. So it's like from week to week, it's like a switch up. What stays the same though is that I am lifting and hitting all body parts every single week. I'm lifting every single week, and I always will run at least once or twice a week. More recently, I've been incorporating hot Pilates, hot yoga once a week, or sometimes even twice a week. So typically Mondays are back and buys, Tuesday is glutes and hammies, Wednesday is chest, shoulders, tries, Thursday is quads and calves, Friday is usually my hot Pilates, hot yoga, or I'll do like a full body circuit at the gym, or I'll do an extra leg day. Saturday I'll do my long run. Sunday, I didn't get in depth into what specific machines I use and what specific exercises I do, because I feel like that has to be like a whole separate video, and I also like don't film. I'm like very nervous to film myself in the gym. I also don't have like filming equipment to even film myself in the gym. I would like to get someone to like help me film, and I just don't have the means for that right now. It's also just like kind of scary. But that eventually will be coming. And if you want like my specific routine, I can like DM it to you. While I do stick to the same exercises every week so I can track my progress and therefore progressively overload, I do like to switch it up and try, you know, things from time to time. Again, like I'm like one of those people that has to kind of switch it up sometimes. It's coming, mark my words. Before and after every lift, I do 20 to 30 minutes of zone 2 cardio. So that's anything that keeps your heart rate up at like, you can still have like a conversation, but it's kind of like a very breathy conversation. So for me, that's usually like 3.5 speed, 10 incline, or 12 incline, 3 speed, or it's a Stairmaster at speed 8 or 9, or that's sprints if I'm feeling like doing some sprints. I also walk like 25 minutes to and from the gym. Like I'm in New York, so it's easy for me on a daily basis to get literally 20k steps. I saw the biggest difference in my body when I just started walking more. I just got like an at-home treadmill, but again, that's like not attainable for like majority of people to get 20k steps a day. I just naturally do that because in New York you have to walk everywhere, so just to be transparent, like that's very easy for me to do. But I do the 20 to 30 minutes of zone 2 cardio before or after every lift. I do like to do cardio after my lift just because I like all my energy to go towards my lift, but I have some phases of my life where I like to do cardio before. It just kind of depends what mood I'm in, but generally I like to do my lift before my cardio so I can just give my all to my lift. But sometimes if I'm really tired and I know that I'm not gonna want to do my cardio after my lift, I'll just do it before to get it out of the way. I also walk after every meal, and that's not just for like, oh, I feel so heavy and full, like I need to walk vibes. It's also for digestion purposes. And my gut health issues that I'm going through right now, I just find it very helpful to walk after I eat to help with my digestion. That also helps me get extra steps in. So anywhere you can get extra steps, do it. But essentially, I think what really got me lean was adding the 20 to 30 minutes of zone 2 cardio on top of all the walking, and just making the choice to walk wherever and whenever I could. Something I also train after every lift is abs, and I progressively overload my abs. You have to progressively overload your abs. They are a muscle just like any other muscle in your body. So I do that with like the weighted ab crunch machine. I do hanging leg raises. I do dead bugs. Ab circuits I'll keep for my core and cardio day, but when I train my abs, when I'm just generally training my abs every day after my lifts, I usually do progressively overload on the weighted ab crunch machine and do hanging leg raises. That's also when I saw the biggest difference in terms of like getting shredded and getting lean and actually seeing like a six-pack come through, was progressively overloading my abs. So don't skip that, and don't just do like non-weighted exercises. You will see the biggest difference when you start putting like weight on them and increasing the weight every week like you would any other muscle. Also, training until failure and switching your mindset from going to the gym and working out to training like an athlete. Like you're an athlete, you're training. When I switched to that mindset of I'm an athlete, and I switched to that mindset of pushing till failure on every single exercise, every single rep, that's also when I saw the biggest difference. Like you are going to get nowhere in terms of like seeing your body lean out, grow muscle, whatever you want, whatever your goals are, without progressively overloading. Whether that's increasing the weight each week, increasing the amount of reps, increasing time under tension, you gotta do it. I can't believe I missed this and forgot to say this, but one of the biggest tips I can give is consistency. Consistency is the only way you will get the results that you want, whatever that may be. Stop making excuses. Like, you are your own boss. If you had a job and you had a boss, would you tell the boss, like, no, I'm not gonna do this assignment today? No, I'm not gonna work on this project today? Like, no, you listen and you do it, because that's your job and that's your boss. You are your own boss. Why is there room for negotiation with the boss? No, we don't negotiate with the boss. We put our heads down, we shut up, and we listen. So if you told yourself you were going to do something, do it. That's also how you build trust with yourself, when you follow through on things you tell yourself you're going to do. That's also how you build discipline. Motivation can only get you so far. Trust me, there are days where I am like, I can't do this. I can't go. I don't want to go. But I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go to the gym and I'm going to walk on the treadmill. And then once I'm there walking on the treadmill, I'm like, I'm already here. So may as well do my lift, or may as well go do my run, or whatever. Or I might do a slightly, like, if my body's really feeling it, if my mind is really feeling it, and I'm just like, I'm not locked in, this would actually, do me more harm than it would good, I'll just keep walking. As long as I'm in the gym and moving my body in some way, that is consistency. Consistency is what is going to get you the results. It's all about building the habit. So you're like, if I just walk, if I had planned to lift and I had planned a leg day and I just walk, how is that helping me? I need to do my leg day. I just missed my leg day. Sometimes it's not about the workout itself. It's about, like, following through on the habit. That's why you have to look at your fitness journey as something long term, or else it won't be sustainable. Consistency will make your fitness routine, your goals, your wellness, your health, your mental successful. Grit and consistency. I get a lot of questions on my diet. This is where I want to just say that I'm very much still trying to figure out my diet. I have a history of disordered eating. Very much want to be transparent about that, so I don't want to promote anything specifically of, like, this is what I ate to get shredded, because every single body is different. You could do the same exact workouts as me, eat the same way as me, the same meals, and you will not look like me. You have to figure out what specifically works for you, and the point of these videos is to give you, like, ideas of different routines you can try out. But if the routines that I'm telling you don't work out for you and your body and your mental and physical health, try something else. This is just one out of the many routines and lifestyle choices and diets and habits that you can choose from. You need to choose what is right for you, or, like, you won't see progress and you won't reach your goals, whatever they may be. Okay, hi, this is also me editing. Excuse the appearance and, like, the setup. Like, what the fuck is this? A few other things that I forgot to mention that I do is that I do eat before every workout. I used to not. I used to go into it fasted, and then I watched some of Talia's videos. I really, really recommend looking up Talia on YouTube and all of her social medias. She really is the one who made me feel okay with, like, eating before a workout, and, like, made me understand, like, the science behind why women should eat before a workout. There's a ton of really good podcasts on it. The Andrew Huberman podcast, like Mel Robbins podcast. There's, like, a bunch of resources you can find about why especially women should eat before their workouts. Your cortisol spikes, your blood sugar spikes, and your body essentially goes into fight or flight when it works out fasted. Just not good for your hormone health. Occasionally I will go in fasted, but I always have a better workout when I have food in my system and quick digesting carbs. I will do a peanut butter with dates, or I'll do, like, the solely fruit jerky. You want those carbs as energy to use for your workout. I also stopped consuming alcohol. I will occasionally, well, I'm actually on this new medication where I can't drink alcohol anyway, but I definitely lowered the amount of alcohol I was drinking, and that is also when I noticed I was leaning out, was when I cut out alcohol. Like, when I go out, I'll just usually get, like, a Diet Coke. Alcohol never makes me feel good, ever. Like, ever. I wake up in the morning and I feel like shit. Even if I'm not hungover, I just feel like shit. and the entire day is like shot. Like overeat as fuck if I'm drunk. Like if I come home, even if I have something like prepared in my fridge to like eat like a protein yogurt bowl, or you know, just some like high protein snack, like dude, that's not enough. I'm going through my entire kitchen. It just brings out the worst in me and never makes me feel good. I'm tired, I'm sluggish, I get bloated. It can like throw off my whole week, so it's just like not worth it for me. And my body definitely got leaner after I cut out alcohol. And then I do want to touch on this, and it's kind of tricky and controversial, but I did make mindful diet switches in terms of just kind of like understanding nutrition facts about the food I was consuming. Like sometimes you don't know how many like calories or fat or whatever is in something that like is like technically healthy, but like there is a lot of like fat in it. So like for example, I switched from regular peanut butter to PB Fit, 60 calories and less fat. And I love PB Fit. It tastes like peanut butter. It is peanut butter. And it's just like a healthier, lower cal, lower fat option. Making like little diet switches like that, I also noticed helped me lean out. At the end of the day, it's calories in, calories out. And it's just understanding like how much you're consuming, and also the ingredients that you're consuming is also very important. Again, I touched on like whole foods, like clean ingredients is very important. Like in my coffee, I don't do sugar-free syrup or even like regular syrup. I'll just do like honey or agave, or I'll make my own syrups from scratch with like the actual fruit or the actual like vanilla bean, or like things like rice cakes, lower calorie, higher protein snacks. Like I love edamame snacks. Getting carbs also from like fiber, like fruits and veggies. I mean, I'm plant-based anyway, so that's pretty easy for me to do, but you know, fiber is very filling, and fiber is also very, very important. People sleep on fiber. I know it's like all the rage now, but don't sleep on fiber. Fiber is very important. Or like salad dressing, like I make all my own salad dressings now. Like salad dressings are super high in calories, super high in fat for like no reason. So it's like whatever works for you. Like this is not saying like you should not eat regular peanut butter. Like I still consume regular peanut butter from time to time, but on like a daily basis, those are the little changes in my diet that I've decided to do. I am plant-based and gluten-free. So plant-based, I get a lot of questions about being plant-based and people DMing me like, girl, you're eating eggs. It's because I'm plant-based. I'm not vegan anymore. I do consume honey, I do consume eggs. So being plant-based means you can consume animal byproducts, but not like the animals themselves. So I don't eat dairy, I don't eat meat, and I'm gluten-free because I have celiac disease. That's where you're just extremely allergic to gluten. So that's not by choice, but plant-based is by choice. I've been plant-based since 2020. I went plant-based during COVID. I got very into like political vegan talk and watched Seaspiracy and a bunch of documentaries, and it was like a no-brainer. I was already not really eating that much meat at that point. I hated seafood. I really hated meat, and it was just like a no-brainer. Like I didn't like eating it anyway, so I just made the switch. And I was already gluten-free. I was already kind of not restricted, but I already knew what going on a diet and switching diets kind of felt like, and so it was a pretty easy switch for me. I would not recommend being plant-based and gluten-free for everyone. You can 100% reach your protein goals, and I preach this on my TikTok. You can 100% easily reach your protein goals through whole foods, not just processed proteins. I know a lot of people are like, okay, yeah, you can reach your fitness goals while you're plant-based, but you're consuming all this processed protein. You can do it through whole foods. There's ways to do it. Beans, legumes, tempeh, tofu, edamame, seeds, nuts. There's so many things I'm not even thinking of. I can do a whole separate video on food. I love cooking. It's my love language, so I'm very interested in doing videos on that. And of course, you know, I supplement occasionally with protein powder and protein bars, but I do Whole Foods protein powders, Whole Foods protein bars, or as Whole Foods as I can get. Like I love RX bars, the ingredients are super clean. I love Truvani protein powder, very, very clean ingredients, Whole Foods ingredients. But like I'm not trying to criticize anyone that does eat meat. Like if you eat meat and that works for you and that's how you can hit your protein goals, go for it. If you know, your body digests gluten well, eat gluten. Day to day, it is a struggle to kind of figure out what's best for me in terms of my diet and eating. I'm going through a lot of gut health issues right now, so I'm trying to figure out kind of like what foods make me feel the best, what foods don't necessarily. So I don't want to give anything, you know, to you specifically, but generally the rule is that like you know, a gram of protein per body weight is what the protein goal you should reach. I admit need to eat more. I think that's why I'm not seeing my gluten quad gains, is because I'm not eating enough. But because I love to cook and I love to experiment with different, like I'm usually eating a different thing at every meal. I'm always experimenting and making new recipes. Right now I realize that I actually should not be doing that, because I think my body really needs stability and balance and just simple food, so I've been trying to focus on that. I love smashed edamame on a rice cake or some gluten-free vegan sourdough bread with some egg whites or eggs, some hot sauce drizzled on top. Edamame has so much protein in it. I love, for lunch, I like doing a yogurt bowl. I switch up the variation every time. Obviously a plant-based yogurt bowl. I use Kite Hill. The consistency is most like Greek yogurt, and it's very high protein, 15 to 17 grams of protein. For dinner, I'm always switching it up. It could be stir fry, it could be a burrito bowl, it could be something so, I don't know. I'm for dinner I'm creative. If I'm hungry for it, I'll have a sweet treat. Usually it's like some fruit and chocolate or some fruit and nuts. If I didn't eat enough during the day and I'm like actually like hungry, I'll do like protein cookie dough. Hi. Okay, so I'm still editing. A few more things in terms of food. In terms of tracking, I try really hard not to track my food and track my macros, because it's something for me personally where I can get really unhealthily obsessive with the numbers, with the macros, with the nutrition facts of every food. Like I have the back of every single nutrition label like memorized. Like I could tell you the measurements and the macros on everything. Like that's how obsessive I can get about it, and that's something I'm like currently working on and trying to move through, but it's difficult and I'm still in it. So I actually would not recommend tracking your macros, because I think it's easy for like literally anyone to start becoming super obsessed with it. It's like a pipeline, and a super easy pipeline to go down that many people do. As easy as it is to get sucked into it, it is so hard to get your mindset out of that once you have all the numbers and the facts and everything like in your head. So I actually wouldn't recommend it, and there are so many influencers online that have made, including myself, tremendous progress without strictly tracking their macros every single day to the T. Like it's so like attainable to make progress. Like Haley Fernandez did it. If you know, you look up to her and are inspired, but like you don't have to track your macros to reach the goals that you want. But if you have, you know, a healthy relationship with food, a healthy relationship with fitness, and your specific goals would be easier for you and sustainable and healthy for you to track your macros, then do it. Like it's very personal, it's very specific to you and your goals. I would say it is, especially as someone who is plant-based, it is important to see how much protein I'm consuming in a day and making sure I'm getting enough. But besides that, it's just personally not healthy for me to track my macros, so I don't, or I try not to. I do still occasionally, but I would not recommend it. That is not something I'm promoting. Also, I follow the 80-20 rule, so during the week, that's like my 80%, so I'll eat, you know, majority whole foods, foods that make my body feel good, just like the healthy shit. And then on the weekends, like one of my main hobbies and something I love to do, especially as someone who's plant-based and lives in the city, is going to new restaurants that I see like on TikTok or that I just walk by that are like these new plant-based restaurants that always are popping up, these new gluten-free restaurants that are always popping up. Like I want to try everything. Like I love that. That's such a hobby and a passion of mine. So on the weekends, I'm definitely a little bit more lax. So like, for example, I'll go out to eat with friends, but I'm not like overdoing it. Like I'm, you know, still trying to order like the, not like healthier option, just like the foods that I know will make my body feel good and not feel like shit. Like I love healthy food. Like I love healthy eating and like clean eating. Like those are the foods I actually want to eat. Like I don't want to, if I wanted to fucking like gobble down fried food and pizza and Oreos and ice cream and all that kind of stuff, like I would, but that's not the kind of food that I like to indulge in. Like I like to indulge in terms of like going out to eat, ordering like interesting plant-based gluten-free food, colorful food. Maybe I'll get like a little fun drink. Maybe I'll try a new coffee shop and like try their new like syrup flavor and cold foam flavor, and I'm just a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more lax. During the week, if I, you know, have lunch plans or dinner plans or something like that, and it's, you know, it's not like you can't always control where you're going out to eat. And that's something that's very hard for me to let go of that control, especially as someone who's plant-based and gluten-free. Like I get a little bit nervous going to places that don't have as many options. If I'm going to a place that like doesn't have like the, you know, a high protein option for me. But like for example, yesterday there was really only salad options for me that were plant-based and gluten-free, and it wasn't the most, there wasn't a lot of stuff in it. I think it was like chickpeas, edamame, some cabbage, some other things, and I knew I needed more sustenance. So I got like a fried egg on top just to add some protein, just to add a little bit more something, and then I got like a Diet Coke. That's kind of just like my outlook on my diet, like on a weekly basis. That's also how I feel like my diet and my lifestyle and my habits and my fitness and my goals, like that's how they're sustainable, because I do integrate that balance. I try very hard to integrate that balance. Do I feel guilt after integrating that balance and leaning on the more 20% side? Yeah, I do feel guilt almost always after I, you know, eat something that I don't normally eat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like I'm still in the throes of disordered eating for sure, but I try to challenge myself and do it anyway, because I know that that is healthier for me than not consuming it. In terms of my mental health, I think water intake is also really important. That's something I need to work on, is consuming more water, because I don't. But that's where my electrolyte drink comes in. I do like the Ultima electrolyte packets with coconut water and my creatine. That's how I drink my water. It's the best. I have a TikTok of like how I make it. In the gym, I'll usually drink a water bottle. I drink probably another water bottle throughout the day, and then I'll have my electrolyte drink, but I definitely need to get better at consuming water. I also need to get better. There was a period where I actually wasn't drinking any energy drinks, and then I recently just got back onto it. Because I'm searching for just things that are making me happy and give me some dopamine, because I'm just mentally going through it right now. So anything that's gonna like get me through and keep me going and getting me to show up consistently, like sometimes you just have to do it, and for me that's energy drinks. So sorry, I try to stick with like the more like natural caffeine energy drinks, but sometimes it's like I'm gonna go for the Alani, I'm gonna go for the, oh my god, I love the iced tea lemonade ghost. Oh my god, that shit's addictive. My favorite like healthy energy drink right now that actually does work and give me energy, because usually they don't, but is Haywell. A non-negotiable for me every morning is taking a ginger shot, coconut colt, and my vitamins. Okay, now I'm gonna go through some influencers I follow that I feel like, if you feel like my routine and my tips aren't helping you and you need other resources, these are some really, really good influencers that I follow that I feel like promote the right things, are promoters of healthy lifestyles and healthy living, mentally and physically. There's so much toxic shit on the internet, and I fall victim to it every single day of my life, and I just don't want to promote that. And if I can prevent anyone from going through that, I want to. So here are some influencers and gym baddies that I love, that either one, help me in terms of the gym, help me in terms of eating, help me in terms of vegan cooking, because I know a lot of you also ask me for my vegan recipes a lot, and so these are the people that I watched to get recipes from and inspiration from. A lot of these people also help me to eat on a regular basis when I want to skip a meal, or I feel like I ate too much or I overate. A lot of these influencers help me with that. A lot of these influencers are just really fucking nice to look at, and when I watch their videos and see their physique, I'm like, let me get my ass in the gym. So if you need that kind of inspo, I have some of those people in here. And then I also have people in this list who help me like on my like form, and who give me inspiration for workouts and my split and kind of how I like learned how to do anything I know how to do in the gym, I have those influencers in here too. So up to you to sort them out and go through which ones resonate with you. Chef Bay, Shakayla Felice, Kiera Wheatley, Amelie Desai, Sydney X Freeman, Jenna Burns, Allie Appleton, Helen Taylor, Lomlheon, her name's Mia Howerton, Fiona May Fit, Millie Marshall, Allie Prince. Allie Prince is a big one. I just watched her Go IFBB Pro video. Crazy. Vegan Sophia, Poppy, Ava Axelrod. Really good about learning about your gut health and working that into your gym and fitness and diet and lifestyle. Like, so informative, and I've learned so much and changed my diet and things I consume because of her expertise. Beth Carlino Fitness, Liv Kelly, Taylor Anderson, Corin Sutton, Ellie's Plate, Laurice Roof, Happy Baby Piglet. Also, I butcher these names. Alia Zaita. I actually met her in a diner once. Haley Fernandez, Kristen Hugh, Marissa McNamara, Elle Gibson, Talia is what started it all for me. Before Haley Fernandez, before that whole group, I love what they preach and how they preach it, and I watch their videos all the time. I'm followers of all of them, and I'm very inspired by them. But Talia, people sleep on Talia, I think, a little bit too much. She just got signed with Gymshark, thank God. I think she's finally starting to get the recognition that she deserves, but just watch her videos from like years ago till now. She's commented on a few of my things also, which is like so cool because I love her and she means a lot to me and helped me in a lot of ways. I think sometimes even like influencers that preach healthy things can get a little bit toxic for me to watch, because I'm like, why don't I look like them, or why can't I live that kind of lifestyle? It's because a lot of them, like, their careers are going to the gym and editing videos, and that's takes a huge amount of time and a huge mental physical toll, and I understand that. But I'm a student, I'm an intern, and I'm doing what they're doing. I'm going to the gym for 2-3 hours a day and I'm editing my videos. Please be easy on yourself. Don't try to rigorously follow anything that I said to do. Look at all the influencers that I just gave you, like, look at all their routines, see what they do, try out different ones. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, I look at what different influencers do, different people online, my family members that give me advice, my friends. Like, I look at what they do and I just take little bits of what feels right and I try it out. If it doesn't work, I don't continue to do it. Anyway, I feel like this was kind of all over the place. Hopefully it answered the majority of questions in a way that makes sense. If you have any more questions, please comment them down below or DM me on TikTok or Instagram. Let me know what you want to see. I don't know, do you like these aesthetic videos? Do you like these sit down videos? I have more gym content like ready to go to be uploaded to YouTube. Like gym morning routines, gym day in the life. Like, I'm really loving the gym shit right now. But thank you for watching, thank you for asking your questions and sending me DMs and like wanting to see me make a video and wanting my advice. Like, thank you for supporting me and like following my journey, and you have no idea how much it means to me, and I hope that this inspired you or gave you some sort of advice, or you could take some sort of nugget from this video that'll help you. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye.